Season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Second shot here on the first. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Just 3 feet to the cup.
They can open up their wings after this if it goes in. This one, guys, for eagle.
Currently 2 under for the event. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
What are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Club up. I like this play. Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Yeah, we'll take that. Currently at -3 for the round. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
A fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third. This putt is about 8 feet.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And now 4 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Going with the 5-wood. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
This one's looking good.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 5 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured, their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the 5-iron. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game? And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
He's currently sitting in first place. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Well hold. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in top spot. Choosing the 9-iron here. And he's hit that inside the range. And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one's dialed in. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
From about 130 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Should find the green. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Looking for another birdie here.
It's on a great line. Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Good putt that. Ooh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Great drive, this one. They could get all the way onto the surface. Time for the second shot at the 10th. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
This is on a great line.
Well played. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Getting ready to play their third. That's a high quality recovery shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Putting for birdie. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Great shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
This one's online. Oh, so close. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Opting for the 3-wood.
Nice out the rough here.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Well, that's a nice line. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Big putt for par coming up. And there it is. Leading by 5 shots after that. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, there's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This putt to try and save their par. Yep, tracking well.
Nicely holed, and for par. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Great looking shot, this.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
Good look at a birdie here. And down it goes. 11 under the card with the stretch remaining.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if he can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
This one's tracking. Oh, just missed. An opportunity to make a par here. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
that's too bad.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And now that finds him in first place. And we head to the famous finishing hole at Riviera, the 18th, Rich. Really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really...
Well, this is a week that's going to sit in the memory bank for life. A champion at the Riv. You've just won the Genesis Invitational.
Winning on such an iconic golf course will not be lost on this player. What a performance.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.